Hello, my name is David O'Donnell, and today we're going to talk about film festival strategy. So let's start by breaking down the film festival landscape. There are more than 500 festivals in the world. Many of them are bogus. Some can be very valuable. Let's look at what's what. So let's start with the top 5 festivals that everyone's heard of. So they are Sundance, Venice, Cannes, Berlin, and TIFF, Toronto. So if you have a film that goes there, what does that mean? First of all, it's going to help, or primarily it's going to help your film to sell. It's going to be a great platform to launch your film, and the potential for getting a decent sale has definitely been improved by by being a selection at one of these festivals. Does that mean that you're definitely going to sell your film, or does that mean you will definitely get distribution or make a significant sale if you go to a Berlin or a Sundance, whatever? No. Many films will go to Sundance and not sell or not make a significant sale. So it doesn't automatically mean a sale will come, but it's going to help you in that endeavor. Now, what about a short? If you've made a short and it gets selected to one of these top tier festivals, you can expect that it will help whatever you're doing next. So if you're putting a feature together, if you're putting a show together, if you are trying to get representation, whatever you're next doing, it will be assisted by going to one of these top tier festivals. Typically with shorts, you are not expecting to make a significant sale. I've sold a couple of shorts. I sold a short picture wheel to Dust X. It was a bit of money, got lots of eyeballs on it. It's a non-exclusive deal, so cool. Dust X is Gunpowder and Sky's sci-fi arm. We've also sold a film to the El Rey network. Again, non-exclusive deal, etc. But basically, you're not expecting to make a significant sum from a short. One of the other benefits, if you live in a country with public funding, is going to one of these top tier festivals will typically help you when you're applying for funding for whatever you're doing next. So you have a film, it goes to Berlin or something, and then you are putting a feature together, then having that short go to that top tier festival typically help you out. And then there's a good handful of other festivals that are also really respected and may help you make a sale. So they include South by Southwest, Telluride, Tribeca, London, Rotterdam. There'll be a few others there, but let's call this rough category sort of your 1B festivals, your sort of 1B tier of festivals, and they might not quite have the weight of a Cannes, but they're great places to launch from, and certainly it's possible you can get a significant sale out of one of these festivals. And then worth mentioning here is that there are also festivals that focus on a specific category of film. So, for example, you have horror and fantasy festivals. So the top festivals that focus on a specific category can also be a great place to launch your film. So in the horror and fantasy space, you've got Fantasia, you've got Fantastic Fest, you've got Sitges. In the documentary space, you've got Hot Docs, you've got Sheffield, you've got a few other festivals that would be in that upper tier. You've got queer films, so you've got New Fest, Outfest, Frameline. So also worth considering if your film fits into one of these categories, that may be a good place to launch your film. And sometimes good distribution deals are done out of these festivals. Then you've got this whole category of really respected mid-tier festivals that they might not have the weight of the sort of upper tier. You might not necessarily expect to attract a significant sale out of these festivals, but they're respected festivals, they're known festivals. Often they'll have intelligent audiences. people who are really enthusiastic about cinema. Often they'll be reasonably well run, and they're known, respected festivals. So there's probably around about 20, 25 festivals in this category. So they include festivals like Melbourne, Locarno, AFI Fest, Slam Dance, Rain Dance, Karlovy Vary. You've got Santa Barbara, festivals like that. And often these sort of respected, really good mid-tier festivals will have short sections that are Academy qualifying. So that can be another way to kind of indicate that this is a respected, pretty good festival. And then you've got sort of all the remaining festivals. And if we've covered sort of 30 to 40 in these top couple of tiers, then there's obviously a lot remaining. There's more than 500 festivals in the world. So within this category, they're not going to help you necessarily sell a film or necessarily have a big impact on your film's future. Some of these festivals can be good festivals to have a screening of your film, to get your family and friends along, to get your cast and crew along, and just celebrate the film, take part in a festival. Some of these can be good sort of local festivals or good niche festivals or up-and-coming festivals, and they can be good to celebrate your film. And then there's a whole category of festivals that are basically kind of bogus festivals, scam festivals. They're run essentially to lift money off filmmakers, to give away sort of random fake awards. Nobody cares about someone having 30 laurels on a poster from festivals that no one's heard of. Maybe it can be good to impress your mom or something like that. If you've got money that you want to throw away, then go for it. But really, having the right expectations, having a film festival, winning some award in a festival that no one has heard of is not going to lead to a sale to, HBO or something. So try to stick to festivals that have some recognition. And if you play some local festivals, great. But there's probably really very little value in playing like 20 sort of random festivals. If you end up playing a few local festivals and that's the totality of your festival run, great, fantastic. So premier status can be relevant, especially with your top tier festivals, especially with features, less so with shorts, but in some festivals still yes. So some festivals will want the film to be a worldwide premiere, and some festivals will, when we're generally we're talking very top tier festivals here, there may be a premiere status required, and even with mid-tier festivals there may be some premiere status required. So it might need to be a US premiere, or it might need to be an East Coast US premiere, etc., etc. It might need to not have screened in that state before or that city before. So premiere status can be a relevant thing. It can be something you should take into account when making a decision of submitting a film or to accept a selection. We'll cover some other things in upcoming videos about screening fees, what sort of festivals will pay you fees to screen your film, the labs connected to festivals, things to keep in mind during the submission process, and so forth. But hopefully this has given you a primer, something to get you started, or some things to keep in mind as you embark on your festival journey. Good luck, and I'll see you soon.